all for joining. Hope you have as much fun as we do doing this for the second time. Now, hopefully everything's working right. We're newbies at this. That's Pimp Daddy asshole number 3 up there in the corner, asshole number 2 on the right side, and asshole number 1, Josh Allen, also known as the Rook, is somewhere else.
Nope. Steven Alexander.
Steven Alexander, the Rook.
Yeah, but I go by Rook.
All right.
Well, I
go by Rook.
Welcome to the Ordinary Assholes podcast. Let's see if this fucker works today.
Yeah, get episode 2. I mean, with an asterisk, but really episode 1.
Episode 1 with an asterisk.
Yeah. I don't particularly have high hopes for this one, but let's see how it goes.
Yeah. So, a little bit of fantasy news. You know how every single season there's always injuries right before the season. Every season. It's already starting to pile up, as we're kind of seeing. Henry Ruggs, we saw a little bit of news on him. He got a laceration on his thigh. It doesn't look like it's anything crazy. Chris seems to be kind of freaking out about that. Some other people, too.
That's because he got no depth.
Yeah, well, I guess so. Also, maybe it's just something with the Raiders now that I think about it, because also they're tied in Nico Leary. Not that they have tons of tight end depth, and he's not the starter, but he's already out for the season. But yeah, it's just starting to kind of pile up with all the injuries there, even before the season. And actually, some other players were injured. Some defensive linemen, Noah Spence for the Saints, he tore his ACL. He's out for the season. And this is both these workouts were when they're just home alone.
Yeah, so I guess these guys just all need handlers, because you got Ruggs trying to move a couch and he pins himself against something. And he's like,
pivot.
And
Sorry.
It's like, this is a professional athlete. He should be able to move a couch. What's going on? What's really going on? That something sounds fishy to me. He was fucking probably. No, I'm not going to say. Well, you can edit this out. Probably out there. I don't know. I shouldn't say that because it's based on nothing. But I mean, he should be able to move a couch. He should be able to move a couch.
Well, yeah, that is grave concern.
Should be able to afford somebody to move the couch for him.
Yeah, if he can't move the couch by himself, then I'm not really expecting.
I mean, was it a sleeper sofa? Was that the problem? Them bitches are heavy.
Yeah, maybe the sofa came out. Who knows? Anything could have happened.
Who cares? Next.
Well, the point is, this guy is not going to be able to compete if he's getting pressed on the line by NFL cornerbacks. I mean, he can't move a couch. He ain't going to move fucking 220-pound, 6'4" cornerback out the way and do anything. So he's going to be a flyer, catch him deep, get open.
6'4" cornerback.
But man,
what fucking league you got?
Yes.
This ain't American Gladiators, bro. You guys don't even know what that is.
Well, Xavier Rhodes how tall is Xavier? Xavier Rhodes is how tall?
He's trash. Anywho.
He is now.
Next.
I'm talking about that kind of cornerback.
Yeah. In other news, this will come to you, Rook, a little bit to heart. Freeman got an offer from Philly. No contract has been accepted yet, but he did get an offer from Philly. He also spoke with Tampa. They haven't actually sent him an offer, but I think anywhere he goes, he's just going to disrupt the backfield, whether it's with Vaughn or definitely with Sanders. That would make his stock plummet. Not that Freeman's great; he's not better than him, but it just valuable touches are going to be going to him. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I think it's important to have more than one back. So to say it's going to plummet might be a little harsh. It could go down, probably will go down. But if you think about, when Freeman was the lead back in Atlanta, he always needed either Coleman or Eo Smith if he was playing to do as well as he did. So I'm thinking that, Miles Sanders is obviously the future in Philadelphia. Freeman come in and help him. I mean, they're similar backs. You can spell them. I don't think it's going to plummet.
I don't think it hurts him any more than Jordan Howard did last year.
Yeah, but Jordan Howard definitely, kind of capped his upside. That's not going to put him in the top 5. But
at the same time, all of these teams now, everybody's going more to a committee approach. These guys are realizing that the game is so fast, everybody is so strong, they can't be as productive as they were in college because they need a break, and they're going to move it around for injury. You got to back yourself for injury, and also these guys will give the hot hand. Guy gets hot for 3 weeks, he's the guy, and all of a sudden he backs off. The other guy shines, and they give it to him. And I'm all for that. It's about winning games. It's not about fantasy stats. They don't give a fuck about that. It's for us to try to manage through how do you make that work. Maybe there's a shift coming in the fantasy world about how we pick our running backs. Do we look more and more for the handcuff situation so you can play the two backs at the same time? Maybe you flex one and you play the other running back just so you can cover your bases. I mean, that's kind of how I've been looking at my team this year, especially since we went to the two flex thing. It's like I think that's why I'm so Jones to get rid of Carry-On. I can't get Swift off a dude, so Carry-On is basically a flex to me at this point.
I thought you want to get rid of Carry-On because he fucking sucks.
I would keep Carry. If I could get Swift, I'd keep him just fine. But I can't get Swift, so
yeah.
But
I think. Look. I think to your point, Todd. Miles Sanders has got to get spelled. You need a back to come in and give him some relief because we have 3 down backs. Miles Sanders is a 3 down back. He's not going to come out for Freeman on 3rd down on a drive. He's not going to get every drive. And so, to your point, who's gets hot? I don't know that Freeman can get hot enough to really take too much away from Sanders.
Not to take it over, but for maybe part of a quarter. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, well, and that's okay.
And that's enough to make a dent.
That's okay. And Jordan Howard was a starter for the first 6 games last year, and Sanders had basically nothing. Jordan Howard got hurt. I mean, Sanders handled it. But, I mean, he's going to get hurt unless you got someone that can back him up. Boston Scott, I don't know.
Yeah, to say it would plummet would be kind of drastic, but I definitely think it would cap his upside. But as you mentioned,
I think
every single
only slightly caps the upside. It doesn't really do anything to his floor.
Yeah. In other news, George Kittle and the 49ers, they're not really coming to terms on a deal. George Kittle basically wants wide receiver money, and they're offering him tight end money, which is closer to $10 million. He wants closer to 20. So I think
he earned every fucking nickel of that.
Every penny of that, yeah. Comparing, even if he got average, 15 mil right now is what Landry's getting paid, or Stephon Diggs 14 mil, T.Y. Hilton 13 mil. So right around there,
he's better than all those guys.
Yeah. So that he can get.
What are some comps for? What are some comps for tight ends right now? What is Kelsey making?
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's a good question. Kyle Rudolph, he's making $9 million. Kelsey $9 million. Austin Hooper 10, and then most paid is Hunter Henry at 10 as well. So,
Well, so you got to get north of that. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
15 million he's worth it, and that would make everybody happy.
And
yeah,
I think
if you put it in the wide receiver's perspective, 10 mil is what Robbie Anderson just got it, and Jamison Crowder. So it's like. Yeah, he's way better than all those guys.
I hope Harriman got $25 million. He earned it. Fantasy football ended last year.
He's sitting at 6.5 mil, so still too much.
Harriman is making $6.5 million.
$6.5 million, yeah, 1-year deal.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
good for him.
Yeah, good for him, for real. That's about it for news. Basically. We're still looking for a landing spot for Cam. There's some kind of dream landing spots that I'd like. Obviously, New England would be fantastic, but I also like Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville would be okay with him. Even Washington, if they're not happy with Dwayne Haskins, or give him a little bit of competition. You don't have to pay Cam much, but I don't know. He's not looking for starter money. He is looking for a starting role.
He's looking for hat money.
Yeah.
He's got some of the most interesting hats that I've seen.
That's one way to put it.
Players. I mean, he's going to go somewhere, right? I mean, why? I don't know. Washington seems. If you bring him in Washington, then I don't know. Does Haskins have a future there? I mean, does he have a future anyway? I don't know. He seems to play a lot better the second half of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to say. You'll be curious to see where he goes. I mean, and obviously where he goes dictates what he does. I mean, I don't think he necessarily, even if he goes to New England, I think he ends up playing more games than Dude. I don't think he starts the year.
Yeah, that is true. There was just a little bit of news, actually, it just came out recently, with Marlon Mack. The coach, Frank Wright, he's saying that he's definitely got a respect for him becoming the starter when he returns, when the season starts. If you look at Jonathan Taylor, he's still going much earlier than Marlon Mack at this moment. I think that's just coach speak, though.
Yeah,
also.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. You don't want your guy to think.
So Marlon Mack. All right. So hang on a second. It is, but also it's a similar situation we were just talking about Freeman and Sanders. I mean, you need two. Marlon Mack has played well when he's on the field. So who's the starter? I don't know. Does it matter that they might split more than the first?
And that may be true, but I think Mac's going to get that veteran thing. He's got a little experience. He's going to be the leader of the committee, and then Taylor's going to have to prove himself. And it very well might take it over by Game 6. You never know, but he's not just going to walk in there and be the number one guy, even though he could be. It's just a little bit of respect.
Yeah. So who do you take? Who do you take first? Mac or
take Mac
in redraft, right?
Yeah. I think even in redraft, I'm probably taking Taylor. I think right now he's going in like the 7th round, and just to have that up because you've already got 2 running backs and you've got most of your starters kind of filled out, and you can swing for the fences with Taylor. Let's say he gets the starting job. Like
where's Mac going ADP though? Before the 7th round,
I think his sleeper is going further.
Really?
Here it's showing 5th round, but I think I've seen him going in like the 9th on sleeper. So
I think that's one of those that if you're going to go that route, you need to plan to try to get both of them. Is the safe?
Yeah, have both. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be a bad deal too.
That's an interesting. So Todd, that's going to be your strategy in redraft. You're just going to handcuff the shit out of everybody.
I might. I mean, my lineup in redraft typically changes completely by week 3 or 4. It's never the same through the whole year. So, it's really hard to say. Honestly, I've never had handcuffs for any of my guys either. So,
yeah,
it's just the thought. I certainly like the strategy more in Dynasty of trying to get your guys there because you're going to have them longer, most likely.
Yeah.
So,
I would say handcuff strategy is so much better whenever you have somebody who has like a very high risk, like a James Conner or Chris Carson.
Carry on Johnson.
Somebody who, or carry on, yeah. So I mean, James Conner, he's a good running back, but if he gets injured, which he most likely will, then you've just got to be prepared for that.
Concussion protocol.
Chris Carson, if he fumbles 2 times or even 1 time in the game, he may be out, for the count. You just got to kind of play that in.
So you got to think of that's a good real quick last thing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you take Mac. If it's Mac in the 9th, I'm taking Mac in the 9th, and I know, and I'm telling myself that by week 6, I'm going to try to trade him as high as he's going to be worth for something else.
Yeah, if he has a blow-up
getting him in the 9th,
absolutely. If he has like a blow-up game, and like week 4, week 5, or something like that, trade him as high as you can. Because Jonathan Taylor's, especially if he's doing well there, just trade him. And, you may miss a week or 2 of him being still good, but at least you're going to, get him while his value's, at its highest.
It's a good late round draft pick to give you some production early and then as trade bait and see if you can make your team better with them.
Right. You guys ready to draft?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, shoot.
All right.
Hell yeah,
all right.
brother.
All right, the draft started. All right, cool. So I feel like this is a no-brainer for us, getting Zeke at the 106.
I would take Zeke there, but I know dude's going to want Michael Thomas.
So, all right. Well, what's the strategy? We going, running back. We're going running back, wide receiver. We're going.
Well, we'll keep it open, but I feel like this.
I usually keep
this
it
year,
open to see
more than
best
ever.
available.
The wide receiver depth is amazing. Like even
Yeah.
come round 4 or 5, I can even go down and check it out. Round 4 and 5, you got Tyler Lockett, Allen Robinson, Deebo Samuel, Robert Woods, DJ Chark, Juju. They've got super wide receivers down there. I think almost a wide receiver or running back approach to start is most ideal this year. But I think we just pick best available, really.
I'm with Zeke on this one, no doubt.
I think, I don't know about picking best available, but
I think the next pick is going to be the toughest one.
Yeah, I'm with Zeke. Let's do it. Come on.
All right. Zeke is off the board. Let's see. I don't know if I have to say paused. Pause draft. I think I have to set it for.
Gosh, you got Josh Jacobs going at 7.
Yeah, he's going super high. Okay, cool.
I mean, I don't know. Is this
DeAndre Hopkins went before? Oh my God! I can't believe Michael Thomas went 3rd.
Yeah, Michael Thomas. So the run just went. It went Josh Jacobs at the 107, DeAndre Hopkins, Adams, Thomas, Hill, Julio to finish out the first, and then to start the second, you got Mixon, Jones, Mahomes, Jackson, Godwin, and Chubb. So,
wow.
See what we're looking at here.
Shit. Go to click on the old. Never mind. All right, so go to running back. Click on running backs real quick. I've got. Who do we still have up there?
Got Miles Sanders.
I've got Gordon.
Here's my thinking.
Yeah.
Here's the question: do you think Drake falls back to us on the turn? Because if you think you can get Drake, I say you take either Kelsey or Kittle right now.
I don't know if Drake does, but let's see. I do like Drake more. I think it's a teardrop once you get to Fournette, Bell, and Carson. You've still got Gurley. You've got some later good running backs here too.
Yeah, you got some stuff back there. What do we got for wide receivers?
Evans. Got some decent ones here.
But how far do we, like, if we were to take a running back here, how far back for the receiver team?
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be willing to bet. I'd be willing to bet if we possibly could see AJ fall back to us. DK will be there for sure. Oh, you switched it. Okay. I mean, my thinking when I look at this, and the reason why I said one of the tight ends is you got both of those tight ends are going to put up over 200 points, which is about the same numbers as any of these running backs or more than some of them. So if I can get one of those last 200-point running backs on the turn, I'm taking that strong, because like you said, those two guys are like wide receivers, right? So I'm taking one of those guys and squeeze them. Instead of, why would I waste my pick on one of those guys now and then you're looking at a tight end that makes you 140 points if you're lucky. That's just my rationale. I look at like the total points projection a lot.
Yeah, true. I mean, even in their record-breaking seasons, in the record-breaking seasons,
they were only six.
Good, Will.
There were only 6 tight ends last year that scored over 190 points.
And it wasn't by much after that, was it?
And number 7 was 167 points. Actually, I have to caveat this. I wrote this down when it's PPR because I had this written down for last time. So tight ends, it's like if you have one, good. If you don't, well, guess what? Half of the league doesn't have tight ends either. So wide receivers, for example, you had 30 wide receivers that hit greater than 190. So I guess the way you look at that is, do you grab one of the top 6 here, or you try to get one in the top 6 to pretty close together? Because it truly is, you have to start a tight end. I mean,
the truth of the matter is, I don't look at it as a top 6 at the tight end position. I look at it as a top 2.5 maybe, because after that, then they're all kind of grouped really close together, and then there's a huge drop off. So only in this position, the way things have fallen, I would consider that because coming around the turn in the third, there's still a couple of strong wide receivers and running backs that should still be left to pick from. If that wasn't the case, if we were in the 9 picks or we were in that Mahomes Jackson area, I would not have even considered tight end at that point.
Yeah,
If we were in
I'm cool with
the,
experience.
I would take Sanders or Evans above Kelsey or Kittle. That's just me because I'd grab a tight end later.
Yeah, I like the Sanders pick
There's 6
too.
of them. There's 6 tight ends. We can get one later. We can't. Miles Sanders. Look, just think. Running back is they score more points too. Wide receivers again.
Mm-hmm.
Tight ends. They've got a ceiling, and you do need one of the ones in a better half of tight end 1 to have it even matter. So you need to get one of those top 6 because it drops off. But ultimately, tight ends don't score as many points as running backs and wide receivers.
The one last part to
Zach Ertz or Andrews.
The one last thought to my process on that, or why I would grab one of those guys here, because all those top running back guys are gone. You know there's going to be teams that want to make a deal for that fucking name brand tight end, and you might be able to get a little bit more value than one guy by trading. You know me, I trade my number 1 fucking pick every year just to get 2 other players. So
yeah,
you know why I think a little bit different than you guys. I'm not so stat based, but it's more gut. So you know where I'm at, and I would not really care which one it is. But if you guys want to go Sanders, so be it.
all right. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with the Sanders pick here. I think we do that. We'll give Todd the next one. Let's see. Go Sanders. Let's see how it goes. Oh, right after that. That's funny. So right after that, you've got Kelsey, Evans, Kittle, Thielen, Cooper to round out the second. Start of the third, you've got Fournette, Gordon, Drake, Eckler, and Galladay. So we've actually got.
I wish we could have picked up Galladay right there.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I don't really like Cooper Kupp as wide receiver 1.
No, I don't either. Go flip over to. I'd rather take Brown.
All right. So how did it fall? Look, Kelsey and Kittle went right after us, right? And now what are we looking at? Oh, well.
It would have been awesome to get Galladay right there, but we just missed him. Todd, this pick is yours. I mean...
Oh, this pick is mine.
It's really looking like wide receiver. We've got options at tight end as well, but those are closer to the 4th round. We've got Ertz and Andrews.
Well, where we're at, we have to go wide receiver just to have at least somebody decent. I would love to take Chris Carson here, but then we're really testing the depth of the wide receiver field here.
Mm-hmm. The wide receiver has been deeper than ever. I mean, as far as wide receiver 1, I would be cool with taking probably A.J. Brown, Cooper Kupp. I'm not super comfortable, but we're loaded at running back. Cooper
you know
Kupp,
me.
A.J.
I
Brown.
love Brown and Metcalf.
I would take. Yeah.
Well, we've got later on. We've got Woods, Chark, and Juju as well. DJ Moore. I love these picks. Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
McLaurin. We've got some depth.
Yeah, that's the beauty of going. That's the beauty of going running back in this redraft this year, because you need. There's a lot more wide receivers, and you. I think we picked one here, but I think you can get 2 wide receiver 2s late. I mean,
yeah.
True.
I hate to say I told you so, Todd, but I think you were right on that. The tight end pick there, letting it fall to the 207 would have been a good spot to take.
We would have had plenty of shit to choose from because Carson's still there. Hey, what can I say? I've only won 3 out of 4 championships. Why would I know anything?
All right, so let's see.
Love you, Will. Excuse me. Rook.
I'm cool with really any of these wide receivers. I'm not happy about them, but I feel like we're going to get a better value later. But, I mean, we were looking at him as a wide receiver 2 right now. If we're getting one of these Jujus or Allen Robinson or Woods.
We could take another running back.
That's what I'm almost leaning. Cooper Kupp, though, I mean, I don't really like how they used him at the end of the stretch. As soon as they started doing the 2 tight end,
I'm not a fan of Cup.
Yeah, his snap percentage plummeted from the high 90s down to the 60s over those last
And
4
they're going to
games.
keep doing.
You know what? For shits and giggles,
Yeah,
why don't we
doing
take
that,
Carson? Why don't we take Carson? Go running back heavy. Now you are set at running back for a little bit, and then let's see where it falls. And we'll have a lot of wide receivers after because you're going to be streaming and doing stuff. But
we all like Carson.
Man. Yeah.
We like Carson higher than Bell and
Yep.
these are the ones that are around him, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Like,
It can be tempting
he's
not
gonna
to
hurt
pick
shit.
a Gurley or a Clyde Edwards later on.
Or listen.
Well,
what if you do
yeah.
take your wide receiver now and grab DJ coming out? He's going to be your third running back.
I like that too.
He might not be there. So
If he doesn't make the turn, we've still got Edwards, Hilaire, and what was the other one? Tuck Gurley.
I think we need to take either Brown or Metcalf here, and I'm actually leaning towards Metcalf. For me, I know that they're a run first thing, but it's the big plays, and I like Russell Wilson, and he's going to be there all year, and who knows what'll happen with Tannehill. If you don't strike lightning in a bottle again, it's fucking over.
So you're trying to do the Metcalf pick?
I'd be all right with Metcalf or Brown. That's the only reason I would talk myself into Metcalf. But I think Brown's upside is. I believe me, I don't want to get rid of Brown on my team. So
yeah, I like Brown a little bit more out of the two.
Go for
just
it.
because he's the number one. You cool with that?
Yep.
All right.
Well, hang on a second. Wait. Fuck.
It won't be the last time we do this. We definitely do need to do one of these where we're each picking our own team to see how that comes out, and then maybe discuss it in another, or maybe we do the draft and then we discuss it after. You know what I mean?
So we picked AJ Brown.
Okay, we can get Calvin Ridley right here.
I'm gonna let the people know.
Would be great.
We got went Connor, Cooper Kupp, Carson, Bell, Montgomery, Allen to end the third. Start the fourth. It went Singletary, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, DJ. That would have been cool if he came back.
Yeah.
And then Hilton, DK, Metcalf, and then Deebo Samuel. So wide receivers. Let's see. Got Zach Ertz and Mark Andrews right there if we're going to lock it up. Also got Allen Robinson. I like Allen Robinson a lot.
I kind of like Robinson in this pick, even though there's questions what's going to be going on over there.
Mm-hmm. Got Robert Woods, too. Super consistent if we want consistency, just in case we don't get that out of A.J. Brown if we decide to go that route.
What do you think about Stephon down there? How do you think he's going to do in Buffalo?
I'm not too happy about it,
No?
to be honest.
I'm not picking him at all.
I think Cole Beasley's going to cut into it, right?
Yeah, well, no, he just gets so many targets. Cole Beasley and John Brown, I mean, they're all there. They're all old, but they're all there still. And then pass catching back out of, Singletary. I liked him better in Minnesota. So.
I'd actually probably scroll back to the top.
Yeah.
I know he's not even showing on the board there. You guys might think it's a reach, but I'm almost considering, where the fuck did he go? Where's Juju?
Oh, Juju, sure.
I'd consider him right there.
It's not a reach. I think he probably falls back to us. If not, DJ Moore or Odell.
I don't like Moore. I don't like Odell either. I will fucking never take him.
You don't like Moore? Why don't you like Moore? Why do you not like Moore?
Yeah, DJ Moore is amazing.
Because I'm questioning the Bridgewater situation over there.
Why? You crazy?
Yeah.
I just don't know. I mean, I got him, and I'm hoping he does well, or did I get rid of him? Fucking don't remember no more.
You got rid of him. It's Mike that has him now.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Rook, you take the pick. Let us know what you want to do. Could go tight end. I would probably be looking at wide receiver here still.
Flip us over to wide receiver, would you?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would scroll, but it would probably be reaching.
I don't have a problem with Lockett there either.
I like Yeah, go back. Yeah, I would take any of those three. I don't know if I would take Woods here though. Consistency, yes.
Well, if you don't pick Woods here, he may come back to us.
I doubt
Just
it.
based off of, and then you've got Chark and Juju that's there too. If we decide not to go wide receiver, just we've got some good options. It's deeper now than it's ever been with wide receiver.
Yeah.
What's their running back situation?
We've got Zeke and Miles Sanders. Running backs are already looking pretty grim.
You got Todd Gurley right there.
Todd Gurley right there is not a bad one because you're not relying on him. It's your third back, and you got three backs that put up over 200 points. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, and you know he's going to get 200 plus carries, probably 250. They've got him put for 218.
They'll run him right into the ground, but who cares?
It's on a 1 year deal. I think they're going to run him into the ground.
Yeah, I think you got to take Gurley here then.
Yeah, I like the Gurley pick actually because we've got tons of wide receiver that.
I'm actually shocked he's going in the fourth.
You cool with Gurley?
Yeah, I didn't even realize he was down there. I'm good with that.
Let's do it. All right, so after Gurley went Ridley, Ertz, Allen Robinson, Rocket, Wilson, Juju, Mark Andrews, Ingram, Murray, and then Woods. Right in the end of the fifth.
I wish Woods would have stayed one more pick. DJ Moore. Who's it? Sorry, I mean, but
I would smash DJ Moore right here for this pick. I like DJ Chark, but if you want consistency, because we're not getting that out of AJ Brown, then DJ Moore almost has to be the pick. Let's look at our running backs. Very grim. Good thing we've got three already. And then wide receiver.
Wait, we'll go back to who's left at running back. I didn't see. Went too fast.
Cam Akers is still here.
You got Hunts up there, Swift's in there. You've got some picks that are later on that are like all your second backs that you could really slip in a couple of good ones in a round or two.
Yeah, but being that we only have one wide receiver right now, I think that's where we got to go.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think we'll pull the trigger on DJ Moore.
Yeah, DJ Moore, I love the pick. I love that pick.
All right, so after DJ Moore went Mostert, Chark, Hunt, Diggs, Green, Waller to end the fifth. In the sixth round, Jesus Christ, is Odell Beckham, Watson, Landry. Landry's still going after him. That's kind of crazy. Taylor, Marquise Brown, and then Dak Prescott.
If we're looking at wideout again, I love Cortland Sutton right there.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton is. I like Cortland Sutton. Okay. I like. People are sleeping on Brandon Cooks. I'm not the happiest with having him. I'm glad he's not one of our wide receiver ones or twos, but he is the number one there. And Will Fuller's getting injured. There's absolutely no competition. And then I also like Terry McLaurin. There's once again nobody else there, and he did the best out of all the rookies. He had 900 some odd yards and 7 touchdowns in 14 games. So. I mean, he killed it in his rookie season.
I would.
It's tough to trust with Dwayne Chuck and
over him.
I would rather go with Cortland over either one of those guys.
You know, love for Gallup.
I like Gallup. I don't think his production is going to go down much than last year. I think he is a solid pick. Definitely 1,000-yard receiver.
I think as CD works in there, it's going to be. Right? I think as CD works up in there, it's going to be hard to get him as much. I mean, the kid's good, but it's 3 mouths to feed in the
He got down 66 receptions too. I don't really like lower receptions.
I like him for the first half of the. I like Gallup for the first half of the season. That you trade him before the trade deadline when CD starts taking off.
Yeah, when you make that,
there was a couple drops last year. He could have been. He could have been a little bit better than he was. I mean, he's number 2 solid. I mean, CD. Yeah, there was a lot of mouths, though. I agree.
I like. Gallup better than. I like Gallup better than Sutton. I like Sutton. He's the number 1, but when you look at the quarterback situation, we don't know what we're getting. There in Denver exactly. We're hoping good things for Drew Lock, but we know Dak Prescott's going to throw for 4,500 yards, maybe even 5,000 yet again.
I'm just. Well, how did Cortland Sutton do with Flacco chucking balls and then going out? And I mean, they had quarterback situation last year, and he did just fine.
Yeah, when you watch some of those Cortland Sutton catches, though, it's like he had it's spectacular catches. It shows his wide receiver skill set, but it's some of them he's just laying out for. I don't know how he's catching them.
He learned it from Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah, I guess so.
He just hasn't been destroyed yet.
Oh my goodness.
So what are you thinking? Weird question. Who do we got sitting at tight end right now? I always like to check it just to see.
It's just
down in your paltry bullshit.
We got to go late.
They got Gronk projected at 143. I don't think there's a fucking chance in hell. I don't even know if he gets on the field still.
With who?
Gronk. I would have a really hard time taking Gronk as my fucking starter.
Not a chance I would take him. Right now, he's going in the 7th round. There's not a chance I would ever take him there.
Nope.
Especially with OJ Howard.
Fucking got thin quick, so we can wait a while.
Another round or two.
Yeah, we can wait probably 4 rounds because it's thin.
I think so just to give you some insight, my pick here would be if we want upside, it's McLaurin. If we want consistency, it's Gallup. I think that's where I would go McLaurin because we've already got 2 decent wide receivers, so we want to swing for the fences now at this point. I feel like.
I don't know. I think AJ. I mean, he's not a sure thing. He's the best wide receiver. I'm glad we took him, but he's still look at his quarterback.
I think he's got a less.
He's gonna have good games, and he's gonna have.
I think Moore is more consistent than AJ, but yeah, I mean,
I think Gallup's gonna get you 12, 15, 17 points every week, somewhere in there, right? And that's. Mm-hmm. I've seen some weeks, man. Some weeks that 12 to 17 counted is really important. But I'd also be good with the McLaurin pick because he and Haskins, if Haskins is the quarterback, do have chemistry.
But
yeah, and they added.
But hey, what about you made a good comment. Everybody's sleeping on Cooks. It's our 3rd wide receiver, so it means we're flexing him.
But you're not going with upside with Cooks. I feel like as well. I like Gallup. I like Gallup better than Cooks, and I like McLaurin better than Gallup. Wide receiver 2 in Washington. Do you know who it is, Will?
Oh, Gandy Golden?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's Steven Sims and then Kelvin Harmon. Kelvin Harmon was injured last year, but they've got no one else wide receiver. Definitely, no one else has chemistry with Haskins.
Yeah,
like I said, I'd pick McLaurin, but Todd, I'll let you.
If you guys want him, you can have him. I don't trust anything that Washington does. They got a new coach, new system. Yeah, I think they're going to end up being better than they have been, but it's going to take a year or 2 to get there. I think McLaurin gets some of his numbers, but I just don't see the Redskins scoring enough for him to make it up. I mean, unless he catches fucking 13 balls a game, I don't see them scoring.
Who do you want?
If we're going wide receiver here, I would rank them. I would probably do. I still like Cortland. I know you guys don't like him, so I would rank them: Sutton, Gallup, McLaurin, Cooks. I know we got 4 guys, and it's 2 of each kind of guy. So the question is, do you want consistency or upside?
Sutton pick 2.
Grab him.
We'll grab Sutton. Yeah, let's go. There we go. That's our wide receiver 3 too. So I feel like we've definitely made some progress. We might be looking at quarterbacks, tight ends here. Let's take a look. So after us, immediately was picked was McLaurin, Marlon Mack, Gallup, Boyd, and Michelle to end the 6th. The 7th was Kerryon, Damian Williams, Brandon Cooks, Geis, and Josh Allen.
Shit. All right.
So we're looking at.
Well, this is great. They picked some bums right up in front of us. So we've got.
I know you're going to want.
We've got 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. We need another something.
Rook, I know who you want already.
Who's that quarterback? Just for shits and giggles.
Who's quarterback?
I love Cam Akers here.
Aaron Rodgers, the next guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I always go with the late quarterback approach, as most people do. I mean, I would be cool with Roethlisberger, honestly.
Yeah. So reminder, this is
Tannehill.
redraft, obviously.
I'm cool as going as far as Tannehill, but Roethlisberger would probably be my best late round pick.
I would go as far. I'd go as far as Darnold. I'd take Darnold, and I would take him late.
I would take Donald late too. Very late.
Okay.
Because so that's what I would do. So I think we got an opportunity to kind of get a little creative. Where we have a tight end.
Right now, tight end, we've got Ingram, Henry, Gronk, Hooper. Oh God, I know what you're gonna want. Cook, Sam.
I mean, I love Hooper. Do you think Hooper will go into the 8th round?
Right now, he is projected to go at the 903.
You like Hooper in Cleveland. It's not Hooper in fucking Atlanta.
He loves him there.
I love Hooper in Cleveland.
You trust
love Hooper. He's gonna.
You have faith in Baker Mayfield.
I have faith that Baker Mayfield's going to have to throw to his tight end a lot.
Yeah, we had this discussion actually, Rook and I the other day about Hooper and where we thought their landing spots were. I said he's a top 10 tight end. Even we saw it last year. You know, he was the tight end 1. You know, through like the first 8 weeks, but at the same time, that was Matt Ryan and a better offense with, in my opinion, less weapons. Or same weapons, I guess, but it's just overall better offense, and he's throwing for a lot more yards per game. They're a throw first team, pass first team, as opposed to the Browns, where they're going to try and run it with Nick Chubb.
I would be okay with.
I would go so far as to say I would take fucking Gronkowski over Hooper.
Oh my! I'm
going to throw up my mouth.
Only because of Brady. You know he's going to be fucking chucking balls at him the whole time.
All right, so I'm starting. I've got how many running backs do we have on the team? We got
3. Let's take a running back because we've already missed the boat on the fucking tight end, so it doesn't really matter to me.
I'm totally cool with Cam Akers. I feel like he's a league.
Pull up the running back list.
Yeah.
Yeah, go click on the running back. Yeah.
I feel like Cam Akers is a league winning type of running back where like you're not paying a lot to get him. We're getting him here in the 7th round. If we set to go there.
Yeah.
But
you like him better than Swift?
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel like the path is just a little clearer. And Detroit in the past, what was it? I read a stat the other day. It was like the past 15 years or something like that, where they haven't been top 16 team in rushing.
Yeah,
in the past 15 years, they haven't been a top 16 team in rushing. Are you kidding me? How is that even?
I think it was like 20 years.
Yeah, I think it was. And so to put,
it was
I think
Barry Sanders, right?
It's been a while, but to think, I think Swift is good, but he's also got competition, and the team isn't showing anything that,
I go Cam right here. I go Cam Akers right here in the 7th round as our 4th running back. That's pretty fucking solid.
Yeah,
you guys will hate me. I would actually take Ronald Jones right there.
Oh my god!
I'm not. There's not a chance.
You know why, right?
I know why.
The running game's got to improve if fucking all that passing action's going on down there.
It is, but Ronald Jones was drafted before Bruce Arians got there, and I feel like that's why he drafted a running back. He wanted somebody who can pass block, which Keyshawn Vaughn was one of the best in the class, the rookie class at that, and he's just an overall better runner.
He's a 3-down back too. He does it all. Again, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, man. 3-down backs. They're on the field the entire drive. They're
so much later. Anyways,
so if you're on the field as a 3-down back, no, check it. If you're on the field as a 3-down back, then you got the opportunity. If they're good enough, then you're going to score. So like, they're being set up in the best position as a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, first 1-2 running back's great. You got
It's also putting a lot of faith. It's putting a lot of faith in that Akers is going to be the fucking guy and be the 3-down back very early in the season to make it worth it for you. There's still 2 other guys that know the system that he got to get through.
Mm-hmm.
At least with
Well,
Jones,
Well,
he's the guy there.
We don't need him. We don't need Cam Akers until like week 8.
Okay.
Now, we could lock up
So-
quarterback here if we wanted. I mean, I know we want to go later, but
I would go later, dude. I mean, who are you going to get here that's not going to be there in the
Matt
next
Ryan
round?
or Breeze, Wentz. I mean, A-Rod, but I'm not.
I'm not
don't
taking.
like
I don't want A-Rod. Take
Yeah.
Brady.
I think it's Akers.
He'll be good for
man.
1 year.
I think it's Akers here.
Maybe.
All right, Rick, you want Akers? I'm cool with Akers too. We'll run with that.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, tight end run. So went Evan Ingram after our Akers pick here in the 7th. And we've got Henry, Breida, Parker, Gronk, Fuller to finish the 7th. Starting the 8th, we've got Rodgers. It's Aaron Rodgers. Edelman, Ronald Jones, Coleman, Wentz, and Darius Slayton.
Is Hooper available?
Hooper is still available, sadly.
Love that guy.
Oh, you're laughing like a guy with a white van with no windows.
Oh my goodness. Make your case for Hooper, please. I need Todd to hear it here because I already know what you've said about him, but I said my case against him.
He's a volume shooter. Even in half PPR, he's going to catch 6-7 passes a game. He's going to score touchdowns. He is also a touchdown red zone target. I mean, this guy, look, Mayfield's going to look for something short a lot, and Hooper's going to be there. He's been there with Matt Ryan when he was getting rushed and sacked all the fucking time. He dumped it off to Hooper. Same thing's going to happen with Mayfield. He's going to scramble. He's going to throw it to Hooper because he can't throw it down the field. I think Hooper, and I also think that Mayfield throws for 4,500 yards or more.
And
So,
I think Kareem
there's
Hunt
plenty
scalps a bunch of those targets in the end zone that you're thinking are those dump-off passes that Hooper's not going to get.
So
Who?
I think Kareem Hunt's going to be on the field a whole lot. He's going to grab a lot of that dump-off shit, too.
yeah,
I think he cuts into Hooper's production over there.
You're putting a lot of faith, and you're basically banking on Mayfield being good because the past 2 seasons he's averaged 3,800 yards. With Matt Ryan, he was averaging 4,500 yards plus. That's a lot of extra targets and yards.
I think Mayfield's going to throw 4,500 yards this year. So with that, I think he's like we said, I think he's top 8. What did we land at? Top 8 tight end? But
okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah,
So if you feel that strongly, in Mayfield, and this was your draft, you're excited to get Hooper here. Do you consider taking Mayfield so you can get that double up?
yes.
That's a lot of faith.
And the Browns organization.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see why you wouldn't go
Historically, that's probably not a great pick.
Well, I don't know why you
You
wouldn't
got
go with
fucking
the upside.
Goddard down there. You got Goddard sitting down there.
I like.
I
He's
would
going to
say
have
Goddard there.
He's going to have higher numbers potentially than Hooper will.
I would consider those 3 there, that line. Well, actually, that's 4. I would consider Higbee, Gesicki, Hurst, and Goddard.
Yeah, I like all
Goddard.
of those.
Goddard,
Personally, I like
Gator,
all of
however you
those
pronounce it.
Yeah. So let's wait. So what do we need then? We need what's quarterback? We need quarterback? Wide receiver?
We can lock up a quarterback, or we can get some depth still. I mean, running backs. We're looking at.
We've got 4 running backs. What do we got for wide receiver?
It's not pretty, but you've got Jordan Howard and Keyshawn Vaughn on the field. If we want to go another upside, or if we want to go somebody who's going to get at least 200 touches, I mean, Jordan Howard wasn't a bad running back before last year. He was kind of solid. Doesn't catch any passes.
You're right.
Miami. Who's left at wideout?
We still got some good wideouts here.
Yeah.
Deontay
as your
Johnson,
4th
the hype has
receiver,
just
Marvin
been
Jones
going.
is a nice one there.
I love Marvin Jones, actually.
Especially at this round.
So do I.
I like that a lot.
He's a great value version of Kenny Galladay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not love. All the rest of these are kind of a reach at this point. I'm really that's a good catch. I really like the Marvin Jones pick.
I love him as our 4th receiver.
Yeah,
He's a guy you can kind of plug in any week,
Yeah,
cover
right.
whatever you need. You know he's going to get his targets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't
say
hate
we make him
Sanders
pick.
though either.
True.
Oh yeah, Sanders. Yeah, it is redraft.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. I mean, you got
There's a lot of more
if you
mouths to
kinda-
field New Orleans, though.
that. Yeah, that's my only concern. Marvin Jones is de facto
What's
number
that?
2. That's the only thing that I have with the tiebreaker of them.
Well, who's number 2 for New Orleans?
Sanders. But you've also got Cook and Kamara.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Detroit, you've just got Kenny Galladay and then whatever running back, so like Swift, if you will.
Yeah, like fucking Danny Amendola.
Swift.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
just a tiebreaker. I think they're the
Stafford's gotta stay
same tier of wide receiver,
Yeah,
but I think Jones just goes over a little higher.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Stafford doesn't break his back.
He's been playing with a broken back for like 6 years. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
I got inside tips that motherfucker hasn't been healthy since the day he got drafted.
All right, yeah. The
I'm
fixed
good.
Fucking
line,
hands are broken, everything. Poor guy.
yeah, I'm going with Marvin Jones here.
I think that's solid.
We took Marvin Jones in the 8th. I think that's absolute steal. We've got in the raft the board after that went Swift, Hardman, Ryan, Breeze.
And you can still grab Jared Cook right there if you wanted to, unless we're still looking at
Grab Emmanuel
Gator.
Sanders right there. I'd grab Sanders.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
a
Shit.
And then Murray, Kirk,
yeah.
White, Shepard, and Hooper.
I like Sanders there.
Yeah, I like Sanders here too. We've also we've got Keyshawn Vaughn is right here. He will not come back to us. Do we want to get a little more running back depth?
Mm-hmm.
I like them both, but I think I feel pretty good at that.
What do we need? So, I mean, the thinking with running back depth is we would
I'll be right
need
back with you.
potentially.
Anyways, you guys probably discussed it already, but did we make the decision that we wanted to make Keyshawn Vaughn the pick, or
We really didn't talk about it too much.
okay? I mean, Sanders, we could go there. I don't feel like there's too much upside since we've already got the Marvin Jones-esque type of person there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm cool with Sanders. I'm even cool with Cook.
I'd probably go more with Cook here, only because, like you said, we're pretty solid. But I'm all for having too many guys. Although I like Goddard better than Cook. To be honest with you,
I would. Is both would Goddard come back around to us, or is he going to be gone?
Yeah, he'll be back to us.
or if you think so,
Well, then I'd wait. I'd take.
Well, my concerns. I like Goddard.
who do we have
Don't
at
get me wrong.
quarterback? Oh, your fucking bitches there.
Grab him. Grab Mayfield right here.
Do you really want to grab Mayfield here? Mayfield
No.
over any of these other players? Roethlisberger, Stafford,
Take fucking Brady over Mayfield right here.
Brady. Yeah,
Brady's going to probably throw for 45 touchdowns. Maybe
it's
50.
funny because even if you look at
Probably
the projections on here,
Probably not.
he's projected at 239, right? And then even the people after him, 280, 250, 250, 250, 250. Everybody after him is projected for more points.
Yep. I like Cousins better than fucking Dude. I like
Yeah,
Stafford better than Dude. I don't like Daniel Jones.
Yep. I'd grab Sanders.
You want Sanders? What about you, Todd?
I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that, really.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it either. I think our wide receiver depth.
Unless you
will
want
help
to
out.
take Henderson or Brown go yet to back up your Akers pick.
I like the Sanders pick.
Okay.
I think we're cool there. I think if Keyshawn Vaughn comes back to us, it'd be a really good pick. If we're hoping he comes back, though. Oh, God.
Still there. He's still there.
Not anymore.
So with Madison, Dobbins, Cook, Evans, John Brown, Henderson, Howard, Deontay Johnson, Fant, Mayfield, Jones, Vaughn, and then Brady right before. So a little quarterback run, and then our beloved Keyshawn Vaughn in the 10th round. Right
The one that I reached in Dynasty to get at 8.
Yeah, rookie draft.
Yeah.
All right. Well, little quarterback run just what happened. Let's see. Let's see if you can pick. Everybody else already has their quarterbacks. Literally everybody else.
What's the tight end situation?
Tight ends. We're looking at Higbee,
Goddard
Gesicki,
should still be there.
Hurst, and Goddard. Yeah.
I take Goddard here.
Running backs. No, I feel like we're pretty good on wide receiver now. We just went back-to-back wide receiver picks.
Yeah.
I think we'd be looking at quarterback and tight ends. Really, I'm cool with Roethlisberger or Stafford. So I know one of those two is coming back. So if we want to grab a Goddard or a Higbee or Gesicki,
I like
So one thing-
Goddard.
Yeah, I like Goddard. I do.
here's my case for Goddard. So what scares me is Zach Ertz is still there, right? And here you've got Jared Everett still in Los Angeles. With Higbee. Gesicki's the only man in town. I don't like the offense. Don't get me wrong. I hate Miami. I hate whoever's going to be starting
Not
and especially if Tua starts there. Like as long as Fitzpatrick's in there, kind of have high hopes. But whenever Tua starts, it's a rookie quarterback. We just know how that ends up. Hurst, I don't think he's going to take over exactly as Hooper was. To say that Hooper's a better player, and to say that like he's just going to fill in and get all those same targets and yardage that Hooper was going to get would be a mistake. I don't think you can look at it that way.
I agree, but I think he's gonna score though. I mean, he's gonna be a decent tight end. I would take Goddard over him though.
Really, I'm curious of what maybe you guys need to let me in on some secrets, but why you have Goddard over Zach Ertz?
Well, I liked what happened last year with Goddard and Ertz playing together. They played a lot together. Ertz is he's a regular performer in the concussion protocol now. He probably won't make a full season due to injury. He's getting up there. And when they're both on the field, you have to cover Ertz. We saw Goddard fucking scalping TDs from him last year just because you got to cover him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of one of those Tyler Boyd, AJ Green things. I kind of like him even if he's on the field. And if Ertz is not on the field, he's solid. Fucking big target in there. Ain't dead yet.
A way I usually kind of look at it is I kind of like look at where they are in the pecking order, right? So like a Michael Thomas or wide receiver 1. Like Sanders, will he catch more balls than Goddard? Yes. Alshon Jeffrey, if healthy, yes. We're not predicting injuries for anybody, but Alshon probably catch more balls as long as he's in.
It's a big if.
Once again, well, one of these two would most likely make a full season at Sean Jackson or Jeffrey. So.
Maybe together.
They're both aging. They're both have not played a full season in a couple of years.
Right.
You've
got Rager still.
Yeah.
And then you've got Zach Ertz. So 1, 2, 3, 4 people ahead of him, in my opinion, as far as that picking order goes.
Well, you know where I stand on it. You know I had no problem trading Ertz because once I got Goddard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was you see here, he was a tight end 10 last year, but I think that was just mostly due to everybody being injured, and they kind of addressed that here.
And he didn't even play all the games.
It wasn't only because they were injured. It was because the wide receivers that were playing were terrible. They got rid of Aguilar, who can't catch.
Wentz was hurt too, wasn't he? Or was that the year before?
Who?
No, he got hurt towards the end of the year. Never mind. My bad.
Alshon and Deshaun were out.
Yeah.
So they had Ertz. They had Goddard. I think Goddard is a great tight end. I guess.
Yeah, I'm just saying that
he's limited because Ertz is still there.
There was nobody there last year. You just said it yourself. The Alshon, Deshaun Jackson, and Ertz were all injured.
Which
they
makes
had
Colton's
Aguilar
case.
and Goddard.
Which makes Colton's case.
Yeah.
So,
but if we want to go ahead,
had we taken Kittle or Kelsey in the second, we wouldn't have this fucking problem to worry about, and we'd be sitting just pretty.
That is true.
I'm grabbing Hayden Hurst right here, and I'm rolling the dice. Let's go.
Hayden Hurst.
But actually, before that, if he's still around, is he going to make it around? Because if
he'll
that's
make it
the case,
around.
I'm going to take Judy. Then I'm going to take fucking Jerry Judy. Crazy?
Like Jerry Judy.
Let's go.
Okay.
No.
We don't want to pick I mean, these people may pick quarterbacks, and then, like I said, Stafford and
What's the difference between Stafford and Tannehill?
Nothing.
I like Tannehill too. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah, if you want to pick Judy, we can go Judy. I'm cool with that. You want Judy over CeeDee Lamb?
Well, see, that's a good question, but I think so because and that backs up Sutton, the pick that we had earlier too. So Judy is a good pick for multiple reasons.
I like that.
Okay. Let's do it. All right, and then after us,
who the fuck is drafting defenses in the 10th?
This is to simulate our most casual leagues we play in.
No, this is like any league that we actually play in.
So after
they would have already drafted 8 quarterbacks.
Yeah, went Lamb, 49ers defense, Williams, Bills, Watkins, Steelers, Higbee, Patriots, Stafford, and Jeffrey on the way back.
How the fuck did the Steelers defense go before the Patriots?
I'm not sure how the Patriots didn't go second. No, I'm curious. Quarterbacks. We still got some good ones here. Let's see. Let's check out our depth. We've got 3 wide receivers. See, that's why you hit running back so hard earlier.
Did we take Carson?
There's no starting running back, even potential. I mean,
did we end up taking Chris Carson?
No, we ended up taking Miles Sanders and Ty Gurley.
That's right, Gurley.
We took Gurley over Carson.
We took AJ Brown over Carson.
Yeah, I just don't remember. It was the Gurley that we took instead.
Yeah, which I'm cool with that. See, but this is where going a little bit more running back heavy earlier, I think would have helped us out just a little bit better. While these picks are great, we've still got some good swing for the fences wide receivers with like Ruggs, Williams.
Why don't you take Pollard
Jefferson.
here, back up Zeke, if you have concerns about that running back?
Oh, we do have Zeke too. I don't have any concerns, but I feel like he's an amazing handcuff because the line is amazing.
Because he's good.
Even though they did lose,
he's good.
I think they lost one of their offensive tackles, and he actually went to the Browns, so have fun with that. But yeah, I think
it's
that's
not a bad spot to take Pollard right here. I would consider Duke Johnson too.
I only like Pollard better here because we have Zeke.
Yeah, and I feel like he's just an overall better running back too. We still haven't addressed tight end.
I thought we took Bro.
Who? No.
No, we took Jerry Judy.
Yeah, actually,
that's right. He was like, take Hurst and go, and that's all I heard.
Yeah, we would want to address it here. So do we
want
to go
changed
Hurst?
Our mind. Yeah. I don't think that's bad.
I'm fine with either one of
them. I mean,
Giuseppe
or Hurst.
I think Hurst will do fine. He's got Matt Ryan. He likes his tight end. He'll take over the Hooper role, no problem.
Yeah, I'm cool with Hurst. So is pick Hurst?
I'm fine with that.
I don't care if it's Hurst or Giuseppe. Either one.
Okay.
Hurst.
We'll pick
Hurst.
We'll pick the proven.
Give me Hurst.
Give
me Hurst.
Offense. That way we don't have to worry about quarterback switches there. So after Hurst went Pollard
right
Jamal
away.
Williams, Robbie Anderson, Ruggs, Penny, Goff, Baltimore Defense, Justin Jefferson, Goddard, Cohen.
Well, Roethlisberger's right there for you.
Yes, he is.
That's your last gas right there, I think, unless you want to roll the dice with Darnold.
I don't see any situation where I would ever pick Darnold unless it was a super flex league with 2 quarterbacks.
I mean, I would take him if I took him like in the 14th or 15th, but I love Roethlisberger. I think this is last year, right? So
yeah, probably. Yeah,
If you
I
take
like
him,
Big
though,
Ben.
I think you should get another quarterback in the last round just to cover your losses because I don't know if he can make a whole season.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Tannehill wouldn't be.
You could consider streaming
Yeah,
somebody. I mean,
Yeah.
true. Or following up with Tannehill. If Tannehill is as good as he was last year, which is unlikely, but if he is, just having that crazy touchdown rate because the run game is so good and their red zone efficiency is up there, then Tannehill wouldn't be bad either. But if Big Ben's in, then
Yeah. I mean, I think there's still quarterbacks left, so you can take one here, you can take one next round.
All right, yeah. My pick is Big Ben.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. So after Big Ben went Hines, Williams, that's Preston Williams, Crowder, Golden Tate, Kirk Cousins, Harry, Garoppolo, Trevor Williams, Chase Edmonds, and Drew Lock.
Well, there's your Tannehill if you wanted him. I don't see any other quarterback.
Where's the
People are doubling up on him, but
Ooh.
You like Duke Johnson a lot, don't you?
I mean, I don't like him a lot. I think he's an interesting guy to have on your bench, especially with DJ. And he was I wouldn't say very productive, but he was productive last year in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost a pretty big weapon.
I would like Carlos Hyde over Duke Johnson.
I don't know.
Or
I don't
McFarland.
know about that.
you can take Ito Smith backing up Gurley, but Gurley's probably going to flex for us anyway, so it's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You could take. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I would take Johnson. I think he produces on his own. Carlos Hyde is behind Carson.
Let's check it out. There's a lot of red here. Interesting.
Well, Curtis Samuel. We got DJ Moore.
Number 29 running back. I mean,
yeah, I feel like we're loaded at wide receivers. While we'll find value here, I think we're just absolutely loaded on them already.
Well, Duke Johnson is a running back, but
yeah, if you want that, do you think? What do you think about Austin Eckler? As far as, do you think Justin Jackson or Joshua Kelly just eats into that, or do you think?
No, I think Eckler is the main man until he goes down.
Yeah, I mean, he was getting 20 touches. He was getting 20 touches a game from week 1 to 4, but after that, it went down to 12 touches a game.
For who? Justin Jackson?
For Austin Eckler. So as soon as Melvin Gordon went back, while he was sufficient with them, yes, because he had 100 catches, it was just the fact that he went down to 12 points a game. He wasn't super efficient like last time. And he's not the body type that's going to get 200 carries a season.
Nope.
But I'm cool with Johnson, I guess.
I'm fine with Duke.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I think Duke in the 13th round is a pretty good pickup.
And then when Anthony Miller, Justin Jackson, Rams defense, Hawkinson, Burrow, Samuel, Hyde, Chargers, Vikings.
Rashard Perriman's down there, bro.
And
hey, you do have Rager. You do have Rager down there.
Rager is down here. I do like that a lot, actually, even though I said the thing about wide receivers. We're just kind of swinging for the fences. Do we want to get a second quarterback? We can get Tannehill. I love streaming quarterbacks, but we can kind of lock one up already.
I'd be fine with Tannehill.
I don't know.
If you're going to stream, you're going to put him on your bench, right? To stream them.
I would always rather stream from my bench if I can, because that way you don't have to get rid of the guy.
Fair.
I feel like this is...
If you like him as a streaming option, you might like him 3 or 4 times during the year. I like that better than
you don't like Rager? I don't know, man.
I like Rager.
If the quarterbacks are...
So I like Rager.
I mean, Rager has the potential to be number 1, right?
but I mean, he's a speedster. I feel like his upside is like 700 yards for the season, right? Which isn't going to get us too much in his rookie season. I don't really like drafting rookie wide receivers.
Yeah.
I know we drafted Judy, but I feel like that's kind of an exception because of our Cortland Sutton pick. But I personally would pick. We've got no other tight ends really. Nah, I don't. Really
Well, it's
care
the
about
other. It's the other side of the coin too. Like Judy is more important in Denver's offense than Rieger's going to be because they got so many people over in Philly. If some of those old fucks go down, he's going to get in the game and do his thing. But you got to wait for somebody to go down.
Yeah, my pick would be Tannehill.
I'm good with grabbing. Yeah, I'm good with grabbing a quarterback here.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're not going to go upper echelon quarterback, I like grabbing 2 veteran service guys like that.
So after our Tannehill pick went Chiefs defense, Lazard, Gibson, Westbrook, Jonnu Smith, and then in the last round went Paris Campbell, Peterson, Moss, Ebron, and Boston Scott. We've got our final pick here. Looks like we've got to pick a defense. Yikes.
Doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we'll look at it when we get close to the season.
Denver.
But you just look at whoever's going to be
Denver.
starting the season against somebody bad. It doesn't.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Well,
that's hard. It's hard to tell. Then you can't.
But yeah, I would just have to look at it. But yeah, we'll just pick Denver. Let's go with that.
There it is, folks.
Rager almost went undrafted. Larry Fitzgerald in the last round. That's kind of funny. That's disrespect because arguably he's the number 2 on the team. So yeah, our team, I think we did pretty good. I think the only changes we could have made was maybe get a little bit more running backs earlier. Maybe go running back right here instead of A.J. Brown.
We went 3 out of the first 4 rounds. We took running backs.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Where
just
we
saying,
fucked up was not taking Kelsey or Kittle in the second round.
Right. No, actually, no, I do agree. Like I said, I think that would have been a lot better for us. And then just slamming those running backs after that. Because the wide receiver depth is absolutely amazing. We got Cortland Sutton at the 6th. And then these other guys here, Marvin Jones and Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah, you got dudes on your bench that could start on any team in the league, and they're sitting on our bench.
I know, and think about that. Yeah, think about that. So you could package a nice trade, move up in a running back position if you want to.
Yeah. So yeah, our team ended up being Roethlisberger, Zeke, Sanders, A.J. Brown, DJ Moore. Oh, we like the abbreviations, huh? Hayden Hurst, Todd Gurley, Cortland Sutton, and the Denver Broncos defense. And then on our bench, we got Cam Akers, Marvin Jones, Emmanuel Sanders, Jerry Jeudy, Duke Johnson, and Ryan Tannehill. Pretty good draft, though.
Not too bad.
Can't complain. Yeah, that's a good mock.
On that note, I think we got to wrap it up and mill it over. We'll do it again on the next go around. We'll try another one and see how it goes. Sound good?
Hey, it's always a pleasure, guys. Go fuck yourselves.
Peace out, bitches.
Talk to you later.
Adios.